bank, remitting bank and collecting bank cannot involved in the dispute, because the bank in collection just intermediary to do service, to provide service in order to get commission. The bank is not collecting bank is not a bank, not a person who undertakes the payment. So in case you export the goods with the values of the contract very huge, you worry. You worry that maybe in the future you cannot get payment. That's why you think about the safer method, how you can get payment easily, how you can ask the bank to pay you. It is the method we study today. It is a documentary credit. In reality, they often say letter of credit. Letter of credit or documentary credit, they are all one and the same. So from now, you can use LC. You also use DC. D stands for documentary. C stands for credit. First, we study the definition of LC. Look at on the content, the definition on the slide. LC is any agreement. Any agreement. What's the meaning of any agreement? Any agreement means that the agreement you can create with any clause, any terms, any conditions. If you want, for example, if you want to ship the goods before 15th of June at Hanoi, okay? If you want to have a airway bill, or if you want to have a bill of lading, depends on you. If you say that I want you to use FOB, or we use CIF as a we study before Incoterms. We use Incoterms, so you can use FOB, CIF, or CFR, any terms, any conditions that you can use to create LC, in which mean that LC by requirement of a customer here is applicant of the LC, or we can say LC applicant. A bank named issuing bank issue a letter. Letter means that in this case letter of credit in Vietnamese, thư tín dụng, by which the issuing bank undertakes to honor or pay, same, to honor or to pay are the same, to honor or accept the bill under a compliant presentation. Compliant presentation is a term we have to remember. Compliant presentation in Vietnamese, xuất trình phù hợp. A compliant presentation accompanied by terms and conditions stipulated by the LC. So I will explain about the condition that the bank issue or creates or builds or establish the LC, and the condition for making payment. So hopefully you can understand deeply. Okay, look at on the slide. The previous slide I said that the bank undertakes to honor, cam kết, to honor, trả tiền, or to accept, cam kết, chấp nhận. Okay, so now we are studying about conditions for issuing LC and for making payment. Okay, on the left side, you see the LC applicant. We need some conditions from the applicant, and also we need some condition from the beneficiary. Applicant, người làm đơn yêu cầu, beneficiary, người thụ hưởng, but not người hưởng thụ. Okay, what about the requirement for the importer? For the importer, I mean the applicant. There are 3 conditions. First one, look at on the slide, application form for LC. Application form, đơn yêu cầu for LC, đơn yêu cầu mở LC. The second one is reputation. Reputation, high reputation or low reputation. You can use high, rich reputation. The opposite is poor reputation, low reputation, bad reputation. Yes. So the second point is, the second requirement is reputation of the importer, of the applicant. We need to know what are the level of reputation. Good, not good, bad, terrible reputation. The next one is also the last one for the importer is financial capacity. Okay, so look at 3 requirements now. I reconfirm that for all cases, the applicant needs to have application form for LC. From now, I use an abbreviation for application form for LC. Okay, please remember, ALC. ALC stands for application form for LC. In Vietnamese, đơn yêu cầu mở LC. Okay, now I repeat that you, the importer, need to have ALC. You have to fulfill in the application form. And the second, what about second and third? Second and third, if you have a very high reputation, you don't need to have financial, you don't need to have properties as collateral or mortgage, tài sản cầm cố, tài sản thế chấp. You don't need. In case your reputation is very low, poor reputation, I say, so you have to have properties. For example, you need to deposit, ký quỹ, or you need to have collateral. You have to have mortgage. For example, you need to when you want a bank, your bank. For example, you go to Vietcombank and you say to Vietcombank that now you are going to import the goods from America. Your partner, American exporter, needs to have. They want to have LC, and then you say to Vietcombank that please open an LC to me, and then Vietcombank check your reputation by a score of CIC, and then they said that okay, you need to they deposit 50% of the LC, or deposit 50%. You want to open an LC with the value of $1 million US. And then Vietcombank say, you need to have 50% deposit. It means that you need to have 500,000 US dollars at a bank account, your account at my bank, at Vietcombank. So it is not good for you because you need to have 500,000 US dollars at that time. But suppose that the monitor has very high reputation, and the Vietcombank say, oh, you have a good reputation, you are really reputable, so now I agree to open LC with the value of 1 million US dollars. You don't need to have any US dollars. You have a $0 US dollars as deposit, no deposit at all. So you can see that very happy for the monitor because of he will have an LC with the value of 1 million, whereas you don't need to have your money at your account, in your account at the Vietcombank. It is very good for you. Okay, it is a 3 condition or 3 requirements for the importer, also applicant. Okay, so now imagine Mr. Tang. Mr. Tang is a beneficiary. Imagine Mr. Tang is an exporter, and he is also a beneficiary. Now, today he received an LC from his bank. Mr. Tang read all the content of the LC. Mr. Tang think that, okay, all terms and conditions are acceptable, no problem for me. I will ship the goods, I will sell the goods, follow the condition, no problem for me. What about the payment? If Mr. Tang think that, oh, don't worry about payment, from now, I 100% that I can get payment from the bank, from Exim Bank, because the Exim Bank issued an LC. It is wrong. Mr. Tang will receive the payment if Mr. Tang present a compliant presentation. Here, look at on the slide, compliant presentation. If Mr. Tang submits or presents or sends a compliant presentation, it means that a documentation that comply with 3 critical points on the left side. Look at on the left side. First one, the documents comply with terms and conditions of the credit. Now, again, look at this word credit. They don't use the word letter of credit. They use credit. So from now, remember, we can use credit, letter of credit, documentary credit. They are all one and the same. Remember. The second point is the documents comply with applicable provisions of these rules. These rules is UCP 600, or you can say UCP 600, Article 2. The last one is the documents comply with International Standard Banking Practice, ISBP. We can use for abbreviation for capital letter ISBP. ISVP stands for International Standard Banking Practice, ISVP 745. So, not easy for you to have a compliant presentation. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Now, LC terms. First one is the latest date for shipment is 15 May 2021. The port of unloading is what about the port of unloading? I divide this term into two cases. A is any port in Vietnam. Next one is any main port in Vietnam. Okay, so after receiving the LC, the exporter presents BL. The BL with some information below. ID, I mean that issuing date is 15th of May 2021, 21st, and OBN is 16th of May, same year. Port of unloading showing here is Hải from Port Vietnam. Okay. So now, look at the information again. Think about my question. The question is BL a compliant presentation? Is the BL a compliant presentation? If you say yes, of course, with explanation. If you say no, of course, why? You can show the mistake, the discrepancies mean that it is different from the content of the LC. Okay, so I give you 1 minute to think about that. Say, okay, answer the question, please. Before you answer the question, before you raise your hands, please edit your name with the number. Please edit your name. Can you hear me? Hello, hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so edit your name, please, and then answer the question. Okay, answer the question, please. What's wrong with you? Why you didn't edit your name with the number first? The number and then your name. What's wrong with you? Okay, thank Miss Hank. What about the others? What do you think about the BL comply with the term of the LC or not? If the BL comply with the LC, so we can say BL is a complying presentation. If the BL is not doesn't comply with the LC terms, I mean, so we state that BL is non-complying presentation. Okay? Answer the question, please. Raise your hands, please. Hello? Nobody wants to answer my question. So I will select one of you. Please, number 56. 56, please.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about this BL? Comply or not?
It is.
LC asked for 2 points, right? Clearly for you?
Yeah.
Latest date for shipment is 15th of May.
Yeah.
Port of loading, we have 2 different cases. The first case is any port in Vietnam. The second is any main port in Vietnam. And then the exporter ship the goods. And after shipping the goods, the exporter present the BL like this. What do you think?
The latest date for shipment is 15, but on
Yes.
is 16.
Yes.
Not like
Okay. What about the problems with the BL?
in OBN is a simulate, so it's not the same with LC.
So we can say the BL show that the exporter ship the goods late, right? We say late shipment, giao hàng muộn. Okay. What do you think about the port of loading, unloading? POU stands for port unloading. What do you think about this information? They say Hải Phòng port. Is that okay?
It's okay because it's two
For both case A and case B?
I think it's for a. I think it is suitable for both cases.
For both?
You know, Hải Phòng
Match?
port.
You said that? Yeah. Okay. So Miss Vian Chang, 48, listen to my question, please. What's your name, please? The previous student.
My name is yes.
Viet, okay. Mr. Viet said that. Hello, Mr. 48. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Mr. Viet said that the BL, if the BL, the name of port, unloading port is Hải Phòng port, he thought that okay for both case B and case A and case B, because he said that he didn't sure that he is not sure that Hải Phòng is a main port or not, but he thought that okay. What about your opinion? What do you think about case A? Any port in Vietnam? So they unload the goods at Hải Phòng port. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay, what about the case B, the second case? Any main port in Vietnam? Is there anything make you confused?
No, I had the same answer with the last one.
The Mr. Viet.
Yeah.
Okay, but he wonder about the meaning of the word main. He said that he was not sure about main port, maybe whether Hải Phòng a main port is or not. Number 52, please. 52, please. What about your opinion? Is there any differences between A and B? 52, please. Is there any difference between number A and number B? Between A and B? 52, where are you? Hello, 52, please. Are you in the class? Raise your voice, please. Answer my question. Is there any differences between A and B? What happened to you, Mr. Tú Nguyễn? Sorry, number 52. I'm not sure, male or female. Okay. 49. Trang Lương, please. B and A same or different?
I think I have the same thought with Lê Đức Việt.
No, another question. I ask you, is there any differences between A and B?
I'm sorry, let me think a little bit.
Oh, crazy. Mr. Tang, please.
Me?
I don't read, not Việt Thành, other Thành.
So which can you choose?
The one I gave 10 marks last lessons, or
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, this
I think between two cases, I think they are different.
Different, right?
Yeah.
How is different?
I'm still finding the answer.
Any port. So Hải Phòng can be a port. Đà Nẵng can be a port.
Yeah.
Quảng Ninh can be a port, right?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think about any main port? Main port. If they unload the goods at Hải Phòng, or if they unload the goods at Ho Chi Minh City Port, will be okay?
Yes.
In case A, yeah.
No. Case B. Any main port is case B. Okay.
Ho Chi Minh, I think is a main port.
You think that?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a problem. I didn't say problems of Mr. Tang. I said about the problem of DLC. We use the word main. What is a main? What are the port? What port are main port in Vietnam? According to what? According to Mr. Tang, or according to Miss Hai, or according to Miss Chang? We need to know exactly who state Hải Phòng is a main port. It depends on the custom, or what, it depends on your thing, the thought, your opinion, your idea. That's why if we use this word main port or safe port, unclear meaning, it is not good for you, because like Mr. Việt said, actually he wonder about the main, the word of main. He was not sure that Hải Phòng is main port. That's why, remember, some minutes ago I said about the definition. Look at it again. Is any agreement. We should use clear terms and conditions. Should not use unclear terms or words. It is a terrible LC. So as clear as good. Make sure that all parties to the transaction understand the term and condition with the same way. I mean that only one way to understand. Because look at this example. Maybe Mr. Việt think that, maybe Hải Phòng is a main port. Mr. Thành said that, no, Hải Phòng is not a main port. Miss Chang said that, I wonder, actually I don't know, so I cannot say main or not main or unmain port. It is crazy. That's why should not use unclear word, unclear term and condition. Is it clear for you? Is it clear for you?
Yeah.
Okay, for case A, perfect, no problem. But for case B, maybe sometimes the importer Some importers refuse payment because they say, no, Hải Phòng is not main port. So it is not good for the exporter. Now, okay, move to the next part, next content. We have some terms need to study. The first one, compliant presentation. Compliant presentation, I just explained what is compliant presentation. Compliant presentation, what is? I just explained. The second one is we need to know is negotiation. Negotiation. It is a noun. Negotiate is a verb. What is the meaning of negotiation?
Thương lượng hả?
Chiết khấu. Chiết khấu. Yes. If you say thương lượng, okay. Actually, negotiate has many meanings. Thương lượng, thỏa thuận, đàm phán, chiết khấu. So in this case, when we study international payments, the meaning of negotiation is chiết khấu. What's the meaning of negotiation? What is negotiation? What is negotiation? Try to remember collection. When we study collection of payment, I explained about negotiation. There are two types of negotiation. Who remember? Two types of negotiation. Who remember? What are they? We study from collection, I'm sure. Negotiation with because and negotiation without recourse. Okay, I give you 2 minutes to prepare and then explain about what is negotiation with recourse and negotiation with recourse. First, you have to then give definition of negotiation in general, and then clarify negotiation with recourse and without recourse. Okay, you can use the handout we studied before, or you can use internet. You can use textbook. Okay, 2 minutes from now.